Hello, welcome to the video, and we're going to get back to wax testing, potentially finding my favourite wax or the best wax in the UK, because that's where I live and that's where I'm getting the wax from. So we're going to look at M12 from Luxury London Candle Supplies, or I think that's what the website's called. I can't quite remember, but I'm excited because this is a coconut soy blend and it's got an additive. The additive is supposed to be magic, so let's see. Now I've gone at Deadly, let's have a look at the wax.
So here it's in the box. I've got 5 kilos. It's pretty cheap actually, so let's have a gander at this. Ultimate Soy Wax Solution. So I've already opened the box. We can see the wax here. Comes in a block. Feels quite hard, which is quite good. I don't know why, I just feel like it's going to have a long burn. I feel like it's going to have good scent throw. So yeah, like I said, it's a coconut soy blend with an additive. I find coconut wax does offer a good scent throw. So I'm just going to do a bit of a test with this. I've got some new jars because I want to do some new bigger candles. So at the moment, I've been using my tins for everything and these come out really well. So I'm using a paraffin soy blend for that. But I think for my jars, I want to try something different. I want to get like a good soy wax coconut blend. The benefit with the tins is it doesn't really matter how hot it gets. I mean, obviously, I don't want it to get too hot, but I worry because I think the paraffin wax can burn a little bit hotter and release more scent throw compared to like soy wax. So I think from my own sort of rudimentary science in my brain, I think for glass jars, for instance, if I do something like that, I think soy wax is better because it doesn't get quite as hot as it does in a tin. And my worry is with glass jars that it's going to break. But anyway, let's go back to the wax testing. So, yeah, this is the wax. We're going to chop it up, stick it in the wax melter and do a little test. I'm going to try it with some wood wicks, some CL wicks, and maybe something else. So we'll see. We'll come back in a minute. Right then, we are wicked up. So we've got Eco Wick 16 in there. We've got an LX 16 times 2 in there. And then we've got a wood wick in here. Can't remember the size. But these ones are pretty cool. So they've got a little tab on. So instead of just getting one plank of wood, which I say plank, sometimes they go out. I've had them before. They just sort of fizzle out after a while. They're just single wicks, wooden wicks without the tab down the side. Just don't stay alight. Where this tab, I can't explain the science, it just keeps it burning for ages. It just keeps it going. So yeah, they seem to work better, but the flame is much more aggressive and I get worried it's going to be a fire hazard. So we're going to give it a go. I'm optimistic as always that this will work, but we'll see. We'll see. Ideally, I want to either do a double wick or a wooden wick with my new big candle, because I just think that sounds and looks a bit fancier, which means I can charge a bit more. So that's kind of the idea. If I can get a wooden wick candle to work, that'd be absolutely sick, because I've been trying to do that forever and I can't get them to work because they either burn too hot, they go out, I get worried it's going to catch fire. I mean, obviously it's on fire. It's just, I get worried they're inconsistent and uncontrollable, and I get worried people are going to get them and they go out. I've seen that on loads of reviews, like people complaining that they don't stay alight, or I get worried it's going to get too hot and just be wild and set fire to someone's home. So I've had many tests with many wood wicks and I can't quite get them to work. So we'll see. We'll see what this wax is like. That's kind of it. And then I've got my artwork on here. So I'm just testing this because I do the same artwork and the same label on all my candles. So this fits perfectly on this little jar. And I just want to do a slightly bigger candle and just sell it for more money. So I've established that my tins work well. I can't find big enough tins to do my candles in. So jar, it's going to have to be a jar. So what I want to do next is just do a slightly upmarket, bigger candle that I can sell for more money. Therefore, in theory, hear me out, I can sell less of them and make more money per candle. So if I can sell them for 25 quid and I get my costings right, I theoretically should make between £7.50 and £10 per candle is my hope, rather than making about £5 per candle on my tins. That's kind of the plan, because I think at some point, if I pursue my candle business and take it to where I want to go, I'm going to have to
take on VAT, which is 20% of everything, which is going to absolutely wreck my margins. So if I've got a bigger profit that will absorb that cost a bit, like a buffer, then we should be sweet. But we'll see. This is all just learning as I go. Anyway, I digress once again, talking about business when this is a wax testing, wax finding review video. So anyway, back to the scheduled program.
It is the next day, so we'll just do a little burn test. So we've got the Eco Wick, the Wood Wick, and then the LX Wicks over there. And there's just a quick demonstration of the glass adhesion. So I did a little tester because I had leftover wax just in the glass. So you can see it sort of pulled away a little bit. I mean, it's not horrendous, but it has set very, very hard. So I can't really push it. But sometimes with these soy waxes, you can sort of mush it around. So it has set quite hard. So it might even work for like wax melts and maybe pillow candles, but maybe we'll do that a different day. But yeah, I'd already tested this one because I got a bit eager last night. But they look pretty good in the amber jars. So we'll check back in an hour and see what the burn test is doing in terms of scent throw and sort of a melt pool. About an hour into the burn test now, so the middle one, the Wood Wick, is struggling a little bit. It's not really staying alight. The Eco Wick is doing okay. Not sure it'll quite get to a full melt pool. And then the Double Wick one is doing best so far. So, finger over the lens. Confident this one will get to a full melt pool. And the scent throw is pretty good. Right, about 2.5 hours in now. So the one on the right with the Double Wick is doing pretty good. The Wood Wick, nah, that's not going to happen. It's just, hasn't really got much of a flame, so yeah, I don't know. Once again, Wood Wicks, I can't just quite master it. It's so annoying. And then the Eco Wick, yeah, I don't know. A slightly bigger one, probably do quite well, but not too bad. I think as well with this wax, because it is quite hard, like glass adhesion, probably not going to be great, like I said, so something slightly opaque, like an amber vessel, probably works quite well. Man, this is some shaky home footage right now. So yeah, ooh, look at the hair. Overall, I would say the wax is working pretty well. I think with the right wicks, I think it'll work nicely. The scent throw is pretty good. I can smell it throughout the whole house, especially when I come up the stairs. So yeah, overall, so far, I'm going to give it like a 7, 7.5. And I reckon this is about the 4-hour mark, so almost at a full melt pool. I think if my wicks were in the middle, would be good. Doesn't feel too hot on the outside, so I think we're alright. The problem with these LX wicks is they're quite floppy. They're flaccid wicks. They don't have the same like rigid behaviour like a lot of the sort of CL and what are the other ones? CL and Stabilo wicks have. The Wood Wick's not doing too bad, but it doesn't crackle, and I think people will complain on Amazon that it doesn't crackle, but it's not bad. I think if I had a bigger one, that would work perfectly. The Eco Wick on its own, yes, not. It's okay. I think a bigger Eco Wick would be perfect for it, but I think double wicks for jars that size just work well. So overall, I think pretty happy with that. I like the look of it with the jar. So yeah, I think I'll try different wicks, but double. Maybe like a CL wick or a Stabilo wick, slightly smaller ones, and then to see how they go, because I think that'll work perfectly. So yeah, overall, happy with the testing. I think I'm going to go 7.5, maybe 8 for this wax. It does look like it's got a nice slow burn. Scent throw is pretty good. I think if I did leave them to cure for maybe 2 or 3 days, I think that would work better. I think that would just set. Like I said earlier, I don't think curing for weeks on end makes any difference. I think 2 to 3 days does make a difference. I think it does allow the molecules and everything to set with the wax and the fragrance oil all to do its thing. But any more than that, I think is a waste of time. So I think if I let these sit for 2 or 3 days, I think we'll have some absolutely banging candles. I think double wick does increase the scent throw because it's going to be a bit more heat there. It's going to burn more evenly. So I think that will just have a better scent throw than just a single wick. So I'm just going to do a bit more planning, a bit more experimentation with this. And I think yeah, I think I'll give it a go with my amber jars. I've got a few more wax testings on the way. So I've got the new 464, I say new, it's about a year old, from Candle Shack, which is the American one. I've also got some RCX wax and something else I can't remember. So I'm going to do some more wax testing series and what's the best wax, because it's always good to try and improve yourself and see what's out there. Just ignore the big pile of laundry over there. Terrible at putting away my clothes. But anyway, there we are. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you found it useful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I make videos about candles and things, so yeah. Bye.